Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I kind of want to showcase a recent pickup. Um, as many of you know, I've had my eye on Olamic Cutlery for a while. They produced the Wayfarer 247. It's a knife that I said was my 2016 new knife of the year. And I'm very, very impressed by it because the fit and finish were pretty much perfect. It was a neat design. It was a well-made object, and it really was striking to me among the other knives that were released. So they've been on my radar. And Olamic, although they've got some new models on the horizon, the Swish among them, which is going to be neat, I'm going to try and pick up for review. They also make custom knives. They have a whole little division that will take a couple of patterns, the Wayfarer, which is a larger knife, the Wayfarer Compact, and the Rainmaker, which is another really attractive knife. Dr. Frunky just picked one of those up. Check his channel. But anyways, they make these custom knives. They're all in the same pattern. They've got similar shapes and whatnot, but each one is a little bit different and modified. And I had the opportunity to buy on the secondary market one of these guys, and I just got it back from spa service from the Olamic folks, who really put some care into making it damn near perfect. And well, here it is. This is my personal, because I just bought this guy outright, Olamic Cutlery Wayfarer Compact knife. This is different for me, absolutely. I mean, you guys know that the majority of the knives I love tend to be relatively monochromatic, relatively unornamented sorts of things. This guy is kind of completely over the top. The blade on it is a kind of satin mirrored XHP, CTS XHP, and it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. I love the blade on that. The bolsters here are Timascus, which is two kinds of titanium, I gather, that have been kind of merged together, much like you would make a Damascus steel, and then they anodize differentially. You got C-Tech in the middle here, which is like a metal mesh that is impregnated with a resin, which is really neat. More Timascus, and then the clip is a piece of straight titanium that has been anodized to kind of match the Timascus, which is neat. The reason they didn't use the Timascus is that Timascus doesn't tend to be very flexible. It's hard to make clips. So, or at least that's the reason I think so. There are some nice little details in this guy as well. If I put a little light on the inside here, what we can see, hopefully, is that the entire inside of the knife has been done in a perlage sort of pattern. They've jeweled the inside, which is really, well, just nice. You can see the model number in there, or I'm sorry, the unit number, 221. And then probably my favorite part of this knife is the backspacer, which is really weird. I mean, I'm going to try and show this guy off. Maybe a little more light will help. It almost looks, I don't know quite what this is. I mean, it's probably a titanium. Doesn't look like Timascus, but it's been beautifully anodized, and it's been textured in such a way that it's like basically a meteor fell out of the freaking sky and landed between these scales, and Olamic just said, you know what, okay, sure. And you can see that there were no visible screw holes for the backspacer, but clearly the knife's held together by something. I mean, this is a really neat little knife. The action on it is also very, very good. It's a flipper knife, obviously, and it flips beautifully with some authority there. I'm still getting a sense of the ergonomics of it. I haven't had it for very long. It's not a terribly drop-shutty knife, although Eugene is saying it'll break in a little bit more. They had to make some tweaks at the factory during this spa service, but nonetheless, I love the action very much. It's sort of the best of the Wayfarer, the 247, which was very, very kind of a sharp detent. This is a little bit dialed back, which I appreciate. A little less aggro in the detent. And, you know, it's very, very nice. Of course, being the Nick, I got to comment on a couple of things I don't love quite as much. I like this very much. It's got a heck of a pocket pecker going on here. So did the 247. And the clip is actually pretty shallow, meaning that, yeah, you can definitely wear this with thicker pants, but you're kind of cramming your pants underneath there. It's not a very high up clip. There's not all that much space for your pants to fall into. But, you know, look, this is a very arty knife, and, you know, in some ways, this is a test for me to see whether a really artistic knife that's also got serious functional chops can be, you know, present in my collection. So, I don't know if I'm going to do a full review or anything on it because it's really hard to review a full custom knife. I'm kind of leaning away from doing custom reviews in the future. But at the very least, I wanted to show it off because it is really, really pretty and it is really interesting to me. And it's a little crazy. It's a little different. As I'm showing some other things off, I got some other neat stuff on the table that I still am planning to review, although no guarantees when it's going to come out. The Greensmo Rask, of course, I am planning to review, and I'm getting real close to being able to review it coming up soon. The Gareth Bull Miura is definitely due for a review, and you can see it's got a new bead blasted finish, courtesy of Spade Knife Works, who did it after I screwed up the original finish. Of course, I've got not of course, I've got a Todd Begg Steelcraft Quakin, as well as a Steelcraft Field Marshal, a Ferrum Forge Master Blaster right here, courtesy of the Frankie and Bud. These are courtesy of my buddy Christian. And, what else? Oh, this is a weird little one. This guy is a Cricket Fulcrum. I'm trying to do budget knives as well. A lot of people have been saying, Nick, do some budget. Yeah, I'm planning to. At least one review a month is going to be under $60, and this may well be one of them. It's a really weird knife in the opening and closing mechanism, but, it's kind of neat. So, why not, right? But anyways, so that's my new Olamic. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. I don't know that it's a function. This is not what you want if you just want a pocket knife, but by God, it's kind of neat looking. So there you go. That's kind of my, that's a new pickup. Keep watching the channel. I appreciate all your support, everybody, and hope this was interesting. Let me know if it was. But have yourselves an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.